How are we doing, everybody?
Hola,
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm Will.
I'm Patrick.
And what are we playing today?
We're playing Douc.
Douc in danger.
In danger.
Duck in danger.
Save the monkeys.
I don't know if it's duck or Douc or it's monkeys. It's cute little red. Dang it, I can't even think what it is. Southeast Asia red-shanked Doucs.
So cute.
They are muy lindos. They are an endangered species, so of course this game is to help raise awareness for that. And then of course it is. Oh, there's a baby one in the treetops. So it is to help raise awareness of that. Of course, I don't remember if the proceeds are going through. I do know that it is ecologically sustainable products, sustainable shipping. They of course have gone through Vietnam and gone to the different organizations that help support, and all of this will probably of course be on their Kickstarter page when they go live. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this is an upcoming Kickstarter page or Kickstarter game. It will be live tomorrow. It's a quick little card game that can play between 1 to 6 or 2 to 6 players. You can't play a card game with one player. 2 to 6 players, where you are one of several roles and you are trying to either rescue or put the ducks in harm's way. So that's it. Let's go ahead and flip over the camera. We will give a rundown of how to play, at least for a 2-player game. I'll mention the multiplayer changes as well a little bit. All right. So we are set up for an unfocused game, and it does not like the lighting, like because of how dark the table is. So like I have to keep like tons of stuff in view so it tries to stay in focus. There we go. We are set up for a 2-player game of Duck in Danger. And why is that?
Because there is one poacher.
One poacher.
And one ranger.
And one ranger, yes, in this game. So of course that is one of the things with the 2 players game. You are going to be playing as just the poacher and the ranger. It's kind of a head-to-head battle in which this case, when you play with higher player counts, they do give you tourists, which kind of act as a wild. They can do both the things that the ranger can do and the things that the ranger and the poacher can do, but they also have a limitation that is when you get down to when it is the rainy season, cameras I guess don't work, or tourists don't want to go out in the rain. I don't know. So they can't do anything once this deck runs out. So then it just becomes pretty much a head-to-head at that point. And then there are male and female versions on all the cards. So in Duck in Danger, basically, once we determine who's going to be the poacher and who's going to be the ranger, the poacher is going to put the little monkeys into danger. So for example, say I put this blue 8 out there because I was the poacher, then Audrey's job is to try to rescue that duck. And the way she can do that, of course, is by playing a higher number than what is out there. So that is an 8. She could play a 9, and then she has rescued that one. And it's not going to count against her, because the key is not to have
Of the same color, right?
Of the same color. Is not to have any ducks not get rescued, because those are going to count against you, as basically the higher the score, the worse. So it's kind of like golf. You want to get a low score because everyone you don't rescue goes to your score. The second way that you can rescue them is by playing what is called a trump card. And then you can put a trump card out. It could be a lower number, higher number, doesn't matter. Trump cards are better than everything except for other trump cards. In which case, if, for example, I put this duck in danger and he is a trump card, the only thing that would be able to beat him would be a higher trump card. So another gray card for that. That's going to continue through until the ranger can no longer rescue. The poacher cannot put out more ducks in danger than the ranger has cards in their hand, because they have to have the capability to rescue it, even if they don't have a number in their hand to rescue it. Once that happens, then of course that would be the end of that round, and we will refresh, get 5 more cards in our hands, continue to go through that until the end of the month. At the end of the month, which is basically when no player has any cards in their hands, or only one player in a 2-player game, that just means when one of us has cards in the hand, the other one doesn't, then that will end the month, and we'll do that over the course of 3 months, and that is the end of the game. There are some additional things that will be, you can unlock. This is one of those games where you can add difficulty as you go. They call them danger levels. So the base game is going to come with 3 danger levels. Danger level 1 is what we're going to be playing today. Danger level 2 adds a jungle. So basically, instead of a single draw pile, you'll have cards around the outside that you can look at and choose to play instead of cards from your hand. Danger level 3 basically adds in these action cards. So this one here, for example, is a donation card. So in a 2-player game, there'd only be one of these in there. But this basically is the best of all cards. You basically play this and you're guaranteed to rescue your Douc. This one here is the rescue team. So same thing, you would be able to play this one. It wouldn't play in a 2-player game though, because basically you're trying to go as fast as you can to slap this card. And the person that laid it down that can't slap it. So, but that basically same thing is allows you to immediately rescue or put a Douc in danger. And then the trap card does what it says, right? You basically trap one of the Doucs out there. So that is danger level 3. Danger level 4 is going to be on the Kickstarter as an expansion. There'll be a pledge level that includes that. That's going to add events. Danger level 5 is going to add basically player powers. So again, another expansion you'll be able to get, and it gives your characters player powers. These are basically to replace the tours, because you always have to have the poacher and you always have to have the ranger in the game. And then let's see here. Danger level 6. I forget what danger level 6 said it added. Danger level 6 adds. Whoop, it's on here somewhere. New trump mechanics. So there'll be new trump mechanics beyond just the regular trump cards, which again were those gray cards. So those were your right up there you go. The trump cards. So there'll be new mechanics to add to that. And I think it said something about 10 unique roll cards, 12 unique doomed Douc cards. So I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of doomed monkey out there that is no bueno. So maybe that's what it means by the trump card, is there some type of new thing that will be with that. Again, all that stuff will be on the Kickstarter. You can go check it out mañana. That's tomorrow for those of you that speak English. So the first thing we need to do is figure out who is going to be the poacher and who is going to be the ranger. How do we do that?
With our 20-sided extra life die.
Way out here.
Because we support Children's Miracle Network with donations, and you can also help the niños with donations using the links down below.
And then we do have our games back there behind us. Of course, that giveaway is going until the 31st. So we do, if you would still like to enter the big bundle giveaway, link down below, click on that, make donations, make niños feliz para los niños.
Para los niños.
All right. So I guess we'll just roll that into the dice tray. Well, you're always even, I'm always odd. So 18 is even. So that means Audrey gets to be the ranger. So you get to be the ranger. I will be the poacher. All right. And then I believe on subsequent rounds, it is whoever has the least number of lost ducks. Yeah, Doucs. So whoever has the least number of lost Doucs then becomes the ranger. So basically, since you would be the one losing them, I'll be at 0, meaning I'll be next round. So basically, you switch back and forth. If you ever are tied, then we'll roll the die again to figure out who gets to be that. All right. So I am the poacher. So of course I have to go first. Okay. And now this is the key thing, is you also have to determine how many of the cards do you want to play, because these are the same cards that you can use when you need to rescue the Doucs, the monkeys, the manchichis. Oh no, I didn't show the picture. Yeah, they sent us a postcard. That's upside down. There you go. That cuteness. So yeah, like I said, they spent time in Vietnam and actually went out and a professional photographer took a bunch of pictures of the Doucs. And then it says, I think it says thank you, and then it says
Kickstarter start 29th of November.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep. So this is a nice little
Thank you.
photography. All right. So I'm gonna play the 6 verdes. Verde 6.
William, see, I showed you my cards.
All right. So Audrey rescued that one. Amarillo 7. Hey, we can learn Spanish
Numbers and
colors and
colors.
numbers. And then Audrey did do that right. You do want. Oh, hang on. I cannot play that. I'm sorry. So I can only play a number that matches a number that is already out there. So to rescue that one, you need to have a 6 or higher.
6.
Well, sorry, a gray. Yes, you'd have to have a gray 7. Now, of course, all of ours is just card numbers 1 through 7. As you get to higher player counts, they do go up to 12. So
If
ours
I don't
just go
have
to 7.
them,
If you don't have, don't draw. If you don't have any, then you have to basically say that you can't rescue anymore.
I can't rescue anymore.
And I can't place anymore because I don't have any more 6s or 1s. So that technically is the end of that round. So these 2 were rescued, so they go in there. This one was not rescued, so that goes over there into Audrey's not rescued pile.
Baby.
Right? And then we go to 5 again. So I'm at 3, 4, 5, 5. Right? And then we switch. So Audrey is the poacher now. So she will go first, and then I am the ranger. So I didn't plan that out right because I should have looked to see what I had the most of the same number,
So
I will rescue that one. So you can play a 6 or a 2. So I can't rescue that one. You can put more. You can put up to 4 in danger because I have 4 cards here. So currently you've got 1 in danger. So if you could play another 6 or 2, you could play another 6 or 2 out there.
no, I can't.
You can't either. Oh, and that is it for that one. So they get rescued. That is mine. So how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 3.
4, 5, 5. All right. And now we are tied. So we do need to roll the die again. That's not how it ended up over there. It is a 9. So that is odd. That means I get to be the ranger. It means odd that he is the poacher this time.
So I start.
Yeah. So you start. Rescued. Rescue rangers.
I can't.
So you can't play a 4 or a 5.
No.
Oh, and that's it. So 1 for me, 1 for you.
You looked at it.
Sorry, I looked at it. Doesn't matter. It's a 7 trump. That's a beats everything card. 17 odd. That means I am the ranger still. So it means you are the poacher. I cannot rescue that one.
So I play another one on the side?
You have to, yeah, if you have another 7, yeah.
Here.
Yep. I cannot rescue that one.
Oh.
This is not good.
No.
That's
I can do
hardly.
more.
Wow. All right. Well, what's that? So that's 2 there. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many cards can you get?
5. How many
Both? I have 3.
Yeah, 5. Yep.
I always see you have a
And let me double. I think it is. It's whoever has the least amount becomes the ranger because you have to be able to catch up. So that's that. All right. So I am the poacher this time. All right. Let me play this more strategically this time.
rescued.
Oh, must be higher. And it has to be green.
Yeah. Rescue.
Rescue Rangers.
Ay, bebecito. Rescued. Rescued.
Oish. Audrey's rescuing one.
Rescued. Not rescued.
Oh well, that was a good round. You rescued a lot on that one. All right, so I already got lots on that one. All right, so that one didn't get rid of you. So you're at, I'm at 3, you're at 2, so that means you are still the ranger. I have 0 cards. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I don't get 5. All right, so this just basically means there's no more draw. As soon as one of us runs out of cards, which could be this round or a future round, then that is going to signal the end of the month. All right, so I am the poacher. You're at 3, right?
Yeah. That has to be gray.
That has to be gray. Gray can be played on top of any other color, but that has to be gray.
No, can't.
Right?
But I think these cards were not shuffled.
They were shuffled, I
No.
promise. I promisimo. Dos. So even means Adri gets to stay as the... Oh. Yeah, Adri gets to stay as the ranger. Yeah. All right. 4.
I don't have a cuatro.
Well, that means we switch. All right. Put down no. Now, the most you can put in danger, though, is 2, because I've only got 2 cards. Can't rescue that one. So I'm at 4, 4. All right. We're tied up. Oh, no. No. Winner gets to be the ranger. That's right. All right. So it's you. All right, still you, because now I've got more. I've got more Doucs in danger. You know I don't have any yellows now. Play it. I don't have any yellows.
I had all the yellow.
Well, I had 2 greens left. All right, so for the first round, we gotta keep our scores here between the rounds. For the first month, aka round, let's see here. We have, what are we playing? We're playing Doucs.
Endangered.
That's more than I want to write. Adri and Will. So I had how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aish.
I had 4.
3. Adri only had 4. Wow. Right. So. All right. You said I did a bad job shuffling, so you shuffle them.
I said they were not shuffled.
They were shuffled quite well. All right, so now I got to see who starts the next round. Is it the person that...
Can I ruffle shuffle?
Yeah, you can rifle shuffle. These are actually pretty nice. They're already linned and finished. I think this is almost a complete game and ready to publish.
Shuffled nicely.
True. Makes note of the number of cards in the lost note pile. The new month begins. So I guess at the beginning you roll the die. Yeah, beginning of the month. Yeah, so you still have to figure out who's going to be who. All right, so I will roll. It is a 4. It means Oddity gets to be the ranger, and I will start out as the poacher, I guess. And then five cards to each of us.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, still, I'm gonna be coughing probably for months.
I know.
Probably need to. I forget we have throat lozenge. I should have the throat lozenge. All right. Oh, I'm the poacher. I go first. Es 4 verde.
Can it be 4 gris?
Oh, so, yeah, it can be any gray. Gray doesn't have to be higher.
Okay.
Gray always beats. It can be a gray 1, and it still counts. That does not help me at all, though.
Rescued.
Rescued. All right, so what is that? 1 for me, 1 for you. We're still tied, so we have to see who's who. 3. I don't know why I keep flipping them over. I guess just so it's the female side and the male side. That means you go. You go first.
Mm.
The art reminds me of the art like in those like mobile games. See?
Mobile games?
Mm-hmm. Cannot rescue him.
See.
All right. So that means I stay the ranger. That means you go first. Or I say you go first, but you have to put one in danger. Dang it. Go again. Nope. I think Oddity has all of the blue cards this time. She shuffled it strategically. I had that today, just not that high. I think this is where I would say the action cards come. That's where the jungle comes in when you get to danger 2, because then you've got those extra cards you can try to use.
Yeah.
I can rescue that one. That's way too high of a card, though, to have to use to rescue. Must be a 3 or 6.
Oh, 0.
0? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no. Right, well, I still have more. I still have more ducks, so I'm still the ranger. It's not fair.
For real?
For real. Wow. Oh, no, what? No, at 1, I keep going at 1, but I forgot. No, you should have just kept playing cards until you meet the number of cards that are in my hand. Because I should have, well, no, that's right, because you can only play a card that matches the number that's already down there.
No entiendo.
You have to play a number that, so do you have another 6?
No.
All right, then I take it. Earlier when you had, with the 2, did you have another 2? You should have played another 2. You can keep playing cards as long as you've got that number.
Oh.
And then I can still try to rescue them. So that's where I was messing up earlier, but that's fine. At some point, she should have numbers that I can. Problem is, all the numbers in my hand are like low numbers. So I have like no way to rescue anything. Do you have any more force? Like go fish. Because I still get the opportunity to rescue, which then also opens up more numbers for you. Do you have 4s or 7s?
No.
2, 3, 4, 5.
No.
Still, you haven't got a single one yet, because I've not been the poacher. Or am I playing backwards? Should I be switching to the poacher to make you take cards? Maybe we messed that up. Maybe this whole round is messed up. Hang on.
Just because I'm winning.
Just because you're winning. Yes, that's exactly why. Just because you're winning, I'm going to check the rules.
I know. That's what you do.
I know. All right.
Cierto, monkey.
Okay. Give the ranger role to a player with the fewest lost ducks. Yeah, you should have gotten the ranger after the first one. All right. Let's reshuffle. Let's reshuffle this round.
Wait, I'm winning.
I know, but that's because I never got to be the range. I never got to be the poacher to make you take it.
What is the dice for then? They're rolling.
It's to figure out who gets to be the ranger. So, but when once somebody has more ducks than the other, Doucs, then they become the poacher, so that way they can try to make the other players get the Doucs. Not fair. You were tearing me up because I was never the player. I was like, wait a minute, how am I going to ever have you take cards if you never become the poacher? 5 and 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Now you are the poacher, and I am the ranger.
I was before.
So it's the same thing. I can't rescue that one. You have another 7?
No.
Right, so now this time I have to take it. And now we switch. That way I can try to make you take some.
I cannot rescue it. Oh, wait. I could.
Oh, on that previous one? Okay, well, that's fine. I'll still play that one.
No, I can't. I can't.
I can't play anymore. You have dos. 1, 2. How many do you have?
Cuatro.
But because you have more, see now that's where somehow we were completely messed up that second round. I don't know why.
They are so
you were the babies. Did you notice that they get older? I don't know if you have I don't know if you have a 1 in your hand, but the 1 is a baby, and then a 2 is a little bit toddler, and then 3 and they get bigger and they get bigger. You notice that? So it's like it's that 1 getting old. They're not that 1 getting older. It's just they're getting older. It might be the same one. Yeah, I guess it is the girl. Yeah, because the blue is the girl, and then the gray is the kind of mean guy, and then the green is kind of like the sage, and then the yellow is kind of like a wise man, I guess. Because and then he has a kid, and then he's carrying up the traps, and then he's getting real old with his king.
It's so cute.
That's neat. All right, where are we at? Oh yeah, you're supposed to be putting a Douc in danger.
No, William.
You don't have a 5 or a 6?
No. Then I shouldn't have played that.
That's rescued. Yeah, you want to try to play
Something I have a lot.
something you have extra numbers of, yeah, so that way you can play them again. All right, so same thing. You still have more, so you get to be the poacher. I hate using that for that high, but it's the only thing that can take that one out. Oh yeah, he's like a little explorer, the wise man. See, he's like looking through the.
Sí. No más.
No mas? 3, 4, 7. All right, so everybody got rescued. One, put this off to the side so I don't accidentally take it. All right, how many do you need?
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Es 5. Okay, tu turno. Cuatro. Oh, shh. Nope. I can't rescue that one. So, you have any more 2s or 4s?
No.
Go fish. As you say, go fish. You have any 2s or 4s? All right, so now we're tied, so we're gonna have to roll. All right. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dos.
Oops, I should have given you the first one then. All right, so we need to roll. Winner. 15. That is odd. That means I am the ranger, and you are the poacher. I need to use that again. Keep making me use the big numbers. I'm trying to figure out like the
But
point
this
of
is
like.
gonna make it easier for you.
Yeah, but I mean, it is making me use more of my cards. Your hope is that I don't have any greens in my hand, is basically when you play the 1s. Because I can't think of any other reason why you would play a 1.
Sí.
But you made me get rid of a 7. So I have
Second
1, no 1, 5, or 7. Shuggable. Shuggable. So I got 2. You have me, help me?
I have 2 cards.
So one for you, one for me. And we both have 2 in danger. So tres is odd, so I stay the ranger.
I have 2 cards. 3 cards.
I have 3 cards. That's all we have because we ran out of cards. It is now the rainy season. We have run out of cards. Nope. No, I'm not going to rescue him. Or at least I'm not going to rescue him right now.
I don't have more dress.
No, then I'll rescue him. I can't rescue him.
I have no más.
Alright. That goes there, that goes there. So I have more. So that means I become the poacher. Alright, and here we go.
No.
We both have 1 card in our hand. So basically this is a whoever it's for, so that means you stay the ranger.
I can't rescue. Bebecito.
4 and 3. 4 for Audrey. That was my catch-up round because I had 8 that first round. Holy cow. Alright. Shuffle, shuffle. Alright, so we're gonna go through the final month of our 3-month journey into the forest. Or jungle. Yeah, they're in the jungle, they're not in the forest.
In the jungle.
Alright, and we gotta figure out who is going to be the ranger.
Es un Rafiki.
It's Dos.
See? No.
Well, it's Vietnam now, so Rafiki might be of the species. We have to go to the zoo more often and learn about our primates. That seems to be a problem.
Last one. Oh. Un momento.
Technically, on that previous round, I should have been the ranger, and you should have been the poacher. So actually, that would have been my point. I forgot we should have switched after you got 1 higher than me. So we would have been at. You would have only been at 3. I would have been at 4. Hey.
Are you making me lose?
No, you're winning still. Tú es luz siempre, but tú no luz siempre.
Es lose.
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 Lose, and to lose the game. Lose.
Lose or lose?
Lose the game. It's got a little bit of a s in it.
And
Lose.
lose, there's something that is not tight.
Loose.
Okay.
Oh, sí. Okay.
Issues.
Muy difícil.
Inglés.
Inglés es muy
muy
difícil.
difícil.
Okay. That was a good play on my part.
Microwave.
William Microwave. De segundo.
I can't rescue him.
Okay.
Sorry, baby.
One for me. One for you. So now you have more, so flip, flip. That's the hard part to remember, is whoever has the most is the poacher. Alright. Oh, you're the poacher, you go.
Así.
Sí. That was the last of Miyagwa. He's upside down, he's standing on his head. That's fine, this card can't do anything else. That was like the best time to have that, the one.
Don't.
cannot rescue him. You have any more 7/3 ones?
Let's see.
I cannot rescue him. Any more 7/3? You can play up. You can play up to one more because I have 3 cards in my hand.
No.
Nope. Right, so dos para me. So you have the least. So you become the ranger. I'll become the poacher. And ¿cuánto?
Necesito 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Dos.
3, 4. 5. Single. Okie dokie.
Chun, 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 chun. Ay, no.
No, must be the same color. You're thinking of like Rummy and Uno and stuff like that, where they can be the same number or color. I guess what you think of it is it's their strength, right? In order to rescue them, they got to be stronger. So if you look at like the gray guy, remember he's the strong guy, so he can bring anybody back. Oops, now mine's upside down. Who shuffled these?
I don't know.
You don't know. They're upside down. Oh, that's a use of a 6.
Rescatado.
I can't put any more in danger. So Audrey rescued them all. Congratulations. Which you still have less, so you are still the ranger. Uno para mí, uno para ti, uno para mí, uno para ti, uno para mí, uno para ti. That's todo. All right, that means this is the final of all the finals. I'm still not making a comeback right now. Okay. Es 4. So one other thing I didn't mention was there really is no turn order per se. You can play any card that you want, right? So there isn't a turn order. When you're playing with more people, anybody can play any card at any time. You basically are just restricted by the ranger, the number of cards the cards a ranger has in their hand. Oh, shh.
Cannot rescue.
I can't play this. All right, so that's 1 para Audrey, which means there is almost no way for me to win this unless Audrey stays as the ranger. So I'm looking for even, so Audrey stays as the ranger. That is a 6, that is even. That means Audrey stays as the ranger. I can play my 1 card that I have.
No puede.
All right, so Audrey gets that one. All right, that is it. I'm out of cards. So I still don't think I won, though. Still don't think I won. All right. So Audrey gets 3 on that round, and I had 2. Yeah, that first round just blew me out. 8, 12, 14, 4, 8, or no, 3, because that's right, because I messed up. So 10. So 10 to 14 is the score. So we're going to go ahead and flip over, give our first impressions.
So I'm the winner. Clarify
You're
that.
the winner. Oh, Audrey is the winner.
Because I got less.
Because she got less,
Less
lower
unrescued.
score. Yeah, lower score. So you rescued more
I
because
rescued
you had
more.
less that were in danger. Yes. The extra life medal is currently on Jigglypuff and under the table. So.
But I'm the winner. I'm the
But she's
winner.
the winner. We got to remember to do the medal next year. We said that this year. We did. All right, there we go. So we're going to go over the first impressions. Of course, this is our first gameplay. We haven't gone through the extra content. And then, of course, it is a prototype because, well, they sent us a prototype. I do feel like it is pretty much finished. I don't know if they would upgrade these cards. They're already linen finish, and they're pretty good.
They are very nice.
Yeah, they're very good. I mean, Audrey riffle shuffled them every time. I mean, there's a little bit of bow. I mean, you get that with riffle shuffling. But I like all that. The art.
Oh, the art is so
The art's great. It's the reason I reached out. The reason I reached out to the publisher was because of the art. And then, of course, mission, right? Trying to save an endangered species. So definitely spoke to me, but the art drew me in. The one thing I would say, if anything in the art, is the little kind of chibi, not chibi
It's like
caricatures.
the emoji, not
Like
the what do you call?
emoji, yeah, like the emoji game or something, like those little emoji apps. That's what I said, like an
See.
app. It looks like an app-based art
Yeah.
rendition. They're not bad. I like them. They're fine. I would say that, you know, I get it for cost. They're not different on the tourist cards, but it would be nice if there was 4 different tourist cards, maybe as a stretch goal. However, I do like that every single one of the art on the different cards is different. And like we said, it basically is the baby
The
growing up.
evolution.
Yeah, so like here you got the baby is a 3, and then he grows up into, you know, the older one,
Look at the one.
and the one is un tiny baby. So
That
I
is
like that. That's the cutest. So it's very cute. I like the components. I mean, it's a card game. It does what it does. I like that it's language independent. We'll definitely take this down with us to Colombia so we can play at a higher player count. And it's 6 player, which is good because it's very. We don't buy many games that are like 5, 6 player, and that kind of doesn't work for us when we go down to Colombia because there's 5 of us. So we don't have
At
many
least.
games, at least. So I had to buy the 5 and 6 player expansion for Sagrada because that's language independent, so we can take that down with us. But no, I like the components. It is colorblind friendly. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Because it has an icon.
It has an icon on
Yeah,
the top.
that's nice.
So that was nice that they did that. In the rule book, there is, of course, a little. I'm not sure why they did this. I mean, I get it. It shows all the icons and shows what the symbols mean. But you really don't need to know what these symbols are for the most part, except for maybe on the action cards here and the special character cards for the expansion, right? But even that, they actually tell you on the back. So for the veterinarian, they tell her what she does on the back. So that's actually nice. It tells you what your ability does. So you really don't need that, but it's nice to have. It's nice. Most companies don't even put symbols in their books. So like all that. Box is fine. Content's fine. Yeah,
Pequeño.
it's pequeño. Another one of those games we kind of like when the game uses the box. So this one kind of uses the box like, what was the kitty game? The Banana. Banana was the same thing. You use the box to do your
So
discard.
they are free there in the tree.
They're free there in the trees. They are free to live their life in the trees. Next is the mechanic. So the mechanic is, at least without any of the expansion content, is playing a card and having to then play a higher card to try to take that card, or to play a card that the other player can't play something higher than you to take. And then there's that planning of, okay, I've got 3 3s in my hand. Why don't you come play a 3, play a low card, hope they can take that low card, because then that gives me more options
Yes.
to play. Even if they can take that 3 with, say, a 5, and you don't have a 5, well, hey, I got another 3 in my hand because you plan that out. So what do you think of the mechanics?
I think it's, and I like it that it makes you think a little bit like
Yeah.
that, just planning. And depending on what you played before and what the opponent played before, and then you can see, try to see if they will be able to rescue or not.
Yeah, or whether you're not going to be and now it does play a little bit different again at higher player counts because you do have these tourists, and the tourist, you know, it's like a tourist. Are you going to be a tourist that's going to put the monkeys in danger? Or are you going to be a tourist that's going to follow the rules and protect the monkeys, right? And you get to choose what you want to do. So now that does come into one mechanic or one part of games that a lot of people don't like. I don't know why they call it king making, but basically it's whenever somebody's in the lead, everybody gangs up on that person. I think that's king making, but either way, that could happen, right? So as a tourist, you're basically there to take the leader out from being the leader. So if it's me versus Audrey, and I'm the poacher, and Audrey's the ranger, and I have 3 in my pile, and Audrey has 2 in her pile, then as the tourist, you're going to try to put more of the Doucs in danger, Doucs. Whereas if it was the other way around, where I already had 3 and Audrey had 4, you'd be trying to rescue them so that way Audrey doesn't take more, and it keeps me from. So it would keep the game more balanced, but you could see where people might try to start targeting certain players and forcing them. Like in the same case, if somebody liked you and didn't like me, they would force me to take cards and not you. whenever it was their turn, right? So that's that. And then of course with the player powers, that means the other people at the table will have different abilities. There are going to be, I think it says up to 10 different player powers. We only have 3 here we can play with. Anything else about the mechanics? That's pretty much it, right? You play cards, numbers. The trump cards are nice. We used them a couple times. Does add it kind of gets you out of jail free. It's a way to mitigate not having any cards.
Right, and that helps.
That helps. So yeah, again, we didn't play with the expansions. These cards, which of course would give us the ability to immediately rescue or immediately trap and stuff like that. We also didn't play with the jungle, which I think the jungle would help a little bit because it would allow you to play those cards. Now, I think that is better in a higher player count, because in a 2-player count, if the ranger or the poacher uses one of those cards and it actually is usable by them, that ends their turn. It completely ends their turn. So it basically just ends the round right there. So we'd have to see how that would work out in 2-player. Probably wouldn't be fun. Next is difficulty. What did you think of the difficulty?
I think it's not difficult.
Yeah, I would say this is
this mode.
This mode. Yeah, the level 1. And I like that gives you those different levels. So you can start out with somebody who's not as familiar with games at the level 1, and then you can add the level 2, you can add the level 3, and then if you buy the expansions, you can add level 4, 5, and 6, right? So you can add those extra things like player powers. We love player powers. That'd be great. Also, the ranger determines what player powers everybody else gets too. So the ranger, if you're playing with the player powers, could actually be like, okay, no, I definitely want somebody helping me. So this one can only do hard actions. You're the veterinarian. Veterinarian is clear across the table. Or you're like, this one, it's like they're only like a poacher, right? They basically are an animal trader. So this, no matter what, is going to put the Doucs in danger. So if you're the ranger and you can, I guess, afford to take a couple, then you can, do this one. So the ranger gets to assign the roles. So I think with the player powers, that would add a little bit more difficulty because you'd have to learn those roles and how those roles work and how they would benefit you as a player. Yeah. So I think it does have room to grow, but I'd say probably it's a light 2. It might be a little bit less than a 2. That's like the only thing we ever give numbers to is Board Game Geek, because we're trying to guess what Board Game Geek is. Let's see.
You say this one is a 2?
I think it's a 2. I think that's what the publisher put it as. Next is fun at 2. Did you enjoy playing it at 2?
I did.
It was fun at 2. I did enjoy it at 2. I wasn't sure how it would work at 2 because it's really just kind of back and forth. But it's a nice, quick, fun little game. And it's not very big. Nice thing you can take again to restaurants and bars because it's nice, quick, small, quick actions. So I did enjoy it at 2. We'll like to see what it plays at a higher player count. So again, down in Colombia, we'll see how that works out, to see how that tourist works out. And we play it enough, we'll be able to start introducing some of the extras. Oh, dang COVID and the cough. Last thing is the theme.
The theme is...
You explain the theme because...
What is the name of the monkey? The Douc.
The Douc.
And rescue them, which comes from a real scenario. From a real
endangered species.
We have a real picture.
We have a picture.
So
okay,
it is.
He's got his hands on his head. He's like, oh no.
Oh my God. So the theme is I think one, if not my favorite theme, because it's animals and it is rescuing. Well, also poaching.
Poaching is bad.
But rescuing them.
And
And the art, of course, does everything also.
Digital instructions will be in French, Spanish, and Italiano, which means Audrey can speak all of those. So Audrey's going to read all the instructions in all of the languages. Do you love adventure? Want to save endangered monkeys? Join us in the jungle and experience a true story of the Doucs. This entertaining and unusual trick-taking game relies on strategy and a little luck. 2 disc players take turns being good rangers, nasty poachers, or curious tourists. Each has different player abilities and pursues their own goals. Whoever has the fewest lost Doucs at the end of the game wins, creating awareness for an important topic in a playful way. So there we go. Yeah, I'm wondering if Doucs is actually an abbreviation for something, like an acronym. Because every time they spell it in all capitals. Don't know. I thought I
Doesn't
researched it. And
say.
I researched it when I got the game, but I got this prototype when we moved in here. So that was like 3 or 4 months ago. So I forgot what it said about that, whether it was an acronym or not. But there we go, guys. That is Doucs Endangered. If you want to check out the campaign, again, the link will be down below. Click the little reminder if you're watching before tomorrow. But again, tomorrow they will be launching the Kickstarter. If you want to watch more Kickstarter and other game playthroughs, what do they need to do?
Subscribe, activate notifications, and follow us on social media. And
Well, you said and follow us on social media. So now me saying and all that stuff is redundant and.
okay, then rewind.
Rewind. Subscribe.
Subscribe, activate
Notifications.
notifications,
Follow us on social media.
follow us on social media.
And all
all
that
that
stuff.
YouTube.
There we go. No, not YouTube. So it's just all that stuff now.
I can't do this.
She can't do this.
I'm sorry. All that
Our
stuff.
brains still aren't working. We still have COVID brains. But anyway, guys, until next time.
Adios.
Peace.